So yeah, it was a hell of a roller coaster ride, but then it was worthwhile because the structures that's now been built, I think nobody will be able to remove it. The players understand it, and the players know how to be treated as professionals. And there's still a long way that we have to go. But what we have already built into and brought into is that for the first time we can sit back and say that we have a team. We can build on something that's here. If we have to bring in 3 or 4 players, it's not bad because 3 or 4 players can actually adapt to what we are trying to do here. But you have to bring in a whole new team every time. There will never be a Zimbabwean team. At this moment, if you look at some players played all games, almost 80% of the players played every game. So now the youngsters who watch the games, then when they see them in the street, they have their role models now for the first time. And that can make them to want to be there. We just have to put in place more structures where these boys now believe in themselves and can see a future for them in this country. After Tunisia, I realized that the physical abilities and the psychological abilities never met each other anyway. So I had to build up that psychological part of the game, the self-belief, handling pressure, doing something off the field and away from the game and still focusing on the game. I had to work hard on those little things. And when we went to Namibia, against Namibia in Bulawayo, I think we did hit that chord where they actually narrowed the gap so much that they were in control of a lot of situations on the field, whatever happened to them. And then we came back and we worked again on that psychological part. And yeah, they were so composed in their last game. They waited for opportunities. They created havoc. When they never had the ball, they controlled the game. When they had the ball, they controlled the game. We made our normal quota of mistakes, but we played so good that somebody else will come and rectify those kind of mistakes. Our scramble defense was so good. Like I said, our defense structures, our running onto the ball. Every time we kept the ball for more than 5 phases, we had so much space outside, and it dragged so much defense in that we could score from any place on the field. So yeah, almost 5 tries were lying around there that we didn't take, and that is what we're going to try and work on more accuracy in going forward, because in the tight games you can't allow not to take your opportunities. We had the 7 players in, and we had some meetings with our mini units, and what some of them said is that they thought they would come here and have to work hard to make a difference. They say, but they are only here now, part of the team. The guys are so far ahead on what they need to do on the game. So yeah, I think their presence made a difference. But to them, they fitted into the structure that were already there. But I think the psychological part and of the field presence meant a lot for the players to mingle with them and just to be there with them. I think one of the biggest challenges that I face at this moment, where I think that will make Zimbabwe rugby much bigger, is to go back to the government schools and try and bring rugby to this level where it should be. Because I believe in mass participation if you want the best going forward. From the mass, you'll find some late developers, and late developers will always be much better because they learn how to work harder because of the less talent they do have, and they don't want to give up on what they achieve later in their lives. Vamwe vachaita nyama yemagora.